friends, Executive Coach Ed DeCosta with another lesson on what separates the most effective from those that are not the most effective. The name of this lesson is Turn Off Autopilot. Now, as a coach, I get to talk to clients literally every single day about how they're doing, what they're thinking, how they're feeling, what kind of circumstances they're in, how they're behaving, and of course, what kind of results they're getting. And it's my job to co-pilot and help them navigate the circumstances they're in to bring out the best in themselves. So quite often the subject comes up of what separates those that are the most effective from those that are not the most effective. And so the name of today's lesson is Turn Off Autopilot. Now, you may have heard this before, but if you have, you're hearing it again from me. And that is, did you know that the vast majority of the thinking that you do is done unconsciously, literally at the unconscious level? All of your bodily functions, your heart beating, your lungs, all of the chemicals that are released, all the bodily processes that happen in your body, you're not thinking about those consciously, of course. It's way too much information. Even the calculations necessary to catch a ball or to do any other physical task are for most of you beyond your mathematical capabilities. You learn them by doing, and they just happen literally unconsciously. Let me give you an example of this. Again, 95 to 98% of your thinking is done unconsciously. Think about how you go to work. You drive to work, drive to the grocery store, or drive home from wherever you are. You do it without even thinking. It's very common. It's almost cliche for people to say, wow, I drove here by accident. Well, how did you drive somewhere by accident? Weren't you following the road signs and everything else and being a careful driver? Well, you might have been, but you were doing it all unconsciously. So here's my favorite example I do with the group. Take your arms, put them to the side, and just fold your arms. Some people say cross your arms. Fold your arms and then look at your arms. Now, my right arm is over my left arm. It's on top. Now, unfold or uncross your arms and do it the other way. And again, if you're like most people with arms that are relatively the same length, there should be no reason it would be any more difficult or feel any differently, yet it is more difficult. And it does feel very different. Why? Because in order to do it this way, I had to get in my conscious mind. Whereas the first one, it's just a routine. It's literally a subroutine that my unconscious mind has taken care of. Think about the sequence of events in the bathroom. You come out of the shower, you dry your hair, your teeth, your whatever else you do. The sequence you do them in, and again, I've had this conversation literally with hundreds of audiences, that, when you finish brushing your teeth, you automatically reach for the deodorant or reach for whatever. There's a sequence that you have over time programmed into your mind. So what is the point? The point is the people that are the most effective, it's not that they don't use their unconscious mind, is that they turn off autopilot and they turn on their conscious mind and what I've called intentionality about the things that are the most important in their life. Whereas the vast majority of people, my favorite speaker, Jim Rohn, famously said 97% of the population is sleepwalking or autopilot through life. They're not really thinking consciously about anything that they're doing. And that's sad. You have so much more capability, so much more potential than to allow your entire life to slip by while you're just kind of zombied out. So think about your priorities. Think about what it is you want to accomplish for a day. Simple tasks. Use My Daily Edge or anything else to get out of your unconscious mind and into your conscious mind about your values, your purpose, and write it down. Get an accountability partner, a friend or colleague, or an online program. I know a guy that has one. But however you do it, get some accountability into your life to help you stay purposeful, to help you persevere through, the times where you might want to fall back into old habits, fall back into the doldrums, so to speak. And I wrote a book called Release Your Superhero, and the concept is simply that you have a superhero. Think about Clark Kent and Superman. And you don't know, just look it up. But Clark Kent was the reporter during the day that turned into Superman when necessary. I know it's not real, but it illustrates the point. The point being that we all have a superhero within us. You all have Superman. Even during the day, Clark Kent was Superman, but he was hiding it. And you are hiding your superhero as well. And if you turn off autopilot and turn on your conscious mind, you will unleash that superhero on the world. Again, my name is DeCosta, and I hope you found this helpful. Take care.